Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host on Intellect Digest, and in this video, I'm gonna compare Yureka with the newly launched Lenovo A7000. Let's get started. Before I tell you the differences, let me talk about the similarities. Both these phones are sub 10,000 rupees. They are priced at 8,999 to be precise. Both of them exactly. They both come with 4G support. They are both dual SIM phones. They both come with 5.5-inch display and they both have high definition display which is 720p. They are very different in terms of the software experience but very similar in terms of what hardware has to offer, and there are some hardware differences as well. Let me highlight these differences as well as similarities in this video. I'll give you detailed comparison including the video playback test, audio playback test, camera quality test, benchmarks, performance, features, design and everything that you need to know. I'll start with the design and size of the phone, and they come very close when it comes to size and they are very similar when it comes to design as well. However, the back of the phones are very different. It comes with a matte finish which is sandstone style of finish, or as they call it, moon dust, whereas you have a matte finish which is very different and very smooth on the Lenovo A7000. In terms of overall profile, they come very close, and in terms of placement of hardware, they are also suspiciously very close in terms of design. In terms of overall length, height and width, the Lenovo A7000 is smaller and is also lighter at 140 grams compared to 155 grams of weight when it comes to Yureka, which is slightly heavier. Under the hood, there are more differences when it comes to battery performance. There is a 2500 mAh battery on the Yureka, whereas there is a 2900 mAh battery, which is approximately 20% higher compared to what you get on Yureka, which means that you will get longer battery life on the Lenovo A7000. They are both dual SIM 4G phones, but 4G supported only on the first SIM card on both of these phones. The second SIM card is good only for 2G. There is also expandable memory option on both the phones. However, on Yureka you get 16 GB of internal memory, whereas Lenovo A7000 comes only with 8 GB of internal memory. That is a major difference when it comes to internal memory capacity. Few more things about design worth talking are the presence of Gorilla Glass 3 on the Yureka, which is not there on the A7000. However, A7000 gets a hardened glass. And one more difference is that there are backlit keys at the bottom of the Yureka, whereas the key on A7000 are not backlit. Talking about the display, they both come with a 5.5-inch high definition panel. The one on top is the Yureka and one on bottom is the Lenovo A7000. I'm playing the same video on both of these phones for you so that you can judge the video quality and see it for yourself which looks better to you. Let's play this video. They both come with rich displays, but the viewing angles on the A7000 are slightly better compared to the Yureka, which tends to get blue at extreme viewing angles. That is probably because of the oleophobic coating. However, the overall richness of the display is very good on both the displays and they both look very sharp. However, they both have a common flaw that I just noticed, that the audio gets muffled badly when you place them on flat surface, because the speakers on both the phones are at the back, which get muffled when you place them on flat surface, and they are sitting flush on the flat surface when you put them upside down, which means that you will have to keep it in your hand or plug in a set of earphones to enjoy your audio properly. Nevertheless, let's move on to our next test, which is the music playback test, and I'll play the same audio track on both of these phones to give you audio quality comparison. Let's play it first on the A7000 and then play it on Yureka. I've turned the volume to maximum on both the phones for a fair comparison. This is fairly loud and good quality sound. Let's try on Yureka now. I find the sound to be slightly louder on the Yureka. However, when placing it on a flat surface, the sound gets badly muffled on the Yureka. You can hear it again. This is the A7000 and this is Yureka. When it is away from the flat surface, the sound is louder on the Yureka. But when it is the A7000 has more depth of sound. However, when listening to music on earphones, you will find better experience on the A7000 because it comes with Dolby Surround and Dolby Atmos software, which will give you a high quality surround experience which you will not find on the Yureka. Next, let's talk about the cameras. The Lenovo A7000 gets an 8 megapixel camera at the rear and a 5 megapixel camera on the front. Let me take a picture with the front as well as rear facing camera of both these phones and show you how good the quality comes out to be. Now let's repeat the same shots with the Yureka. This one has a mightier rear camera of 13 megapixel at rear and has a 5 megapixel camera at front. So the megapixels on the front are same compared to what you get on the Lenovo A7000. And these are the pictures and you can compare. There is good amount of clarity on both the pictures. However, pictures look sharper and well processed on the Lenovo A7000, which gives you more beautified results, whereas the Yureka gets more natural results. When it comes to rear facing camera picture quality, I find that the Yureka is doing a slightly better job compared to the Lenovo A7000 because the detailing is better on the Yureka, as you can see in this region. However, they are very close. In terms of quality, they are close. In terms of tone of colors that you are getting is slightly different. The Yureka gets slightly bluish tone, whereas this is slightly on the cold side of temperature, whereas this is slightly on the warm side. This is probably because of the different image processing softwares that they are using, but they are both good in terms of quality. Slightly better on Yureka because it has more megapixels when it comes to the sensor that it uses on the rear. So if camera is your priority, you can pick either of the two. However, if you want more megapixels, the Yureka would be better. Talking about the performance, there is a clear difference between these two phones. The Yureka uses a Snapdragon 615 chipset, which is an octa-core 64-bit CPU, clocked at 1.5 GHz for 4 cores and 1 GHz for 4 other cores. On the other hand, there is a MediaTek 64-bit chipset, which is a true octa-core chipset, clocked at 1.5 GHz for all 8 cores and gives better performance on the Lenovo A7000. And you can see that there is a difference of around 30% in their performance when it comes to the AnTuTu scores. In terms of specs, they are very close. They both use 2 GB of RAM. However, there is more internal memory on Yureka at 16 GB compared to 8 GB that you get on the Lenovo A7000. They both come with expandable memory support, so you can add a micro SD card and expand the memory. In terms of graphics performance on Nina Mark II, we tested both the phones and we found that the graphics performance on both the phones were close. It is slightly better on the Lenovo A7000 because it has a faster chipset. Let's not rely on these numbers. Let's play some game and find out how well it plays on both of these phones. This is the Lenovo A7000. And as you can see, there is no problem when it comes to playing the Frontline Commando 2 on the Lenovo A7000. Now let's try on the Yureka. And this is the same game that we are playing on the Yureka now. Compared to the Lenovo A7000, it was slightly less on graphics, as well as the accuracy and the frame rendering was not as smooth as it was on the Lenovo A7000. So if gaming is your priority, the Lenovo A7000 is slightly more capable when it comes to graphics and processing. So it will give you a slightly better overall graphic experience in gaming. And talking about the software features of these two phones, the Cyanogen mode on Yureka is more versatile and has a lot of theme support as well as customization options available compared to the Vibe UI which is found on the Lenovo phones. In terms of software experience and the software versatility, the Cyanogen mode is much better. However, if you want simplicity and do not want too much versatility, the Lenovo A7000 will also not be very disappointing. At the same time, they both come with the good features like on-the-go USB support, or you can plug in a USB OTG cable to both of them. The overall experience and the software level on these two phones are fairly good. Summing up my comparison of the Yureka versus the Lenovo A7000, there are some good sides and bad sides of each of these phones. If you want a phone with Gorilla Glass, if you want a phone with better camera, you can settle for the Yureka. However, if you want a phone with larger battery, more performance and overall good experience when it comes to sound quality, the Lenovo A7000 has slightly upper hand. If you want more internal memory, Yureka has upper hand. So they both have their own pros and cons, and they are both very good value for money in 9,000 rupees. It is up to you whether you want a Cyanogen mode loaded phone, or if you want Vibe UI which is simpler, if you are more into style, or if you are more into performance. This is all we have on our comparison. You can pick either of them from the links provided in the description section below. I'm leaving direct links to the Best Buy links in the description section. If you enjoyed watching this quick comparison, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below, and for latest video updates, make sure to hit the red subscribe button. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.